fucking playing us like we nothing. Like, why y'all intentionally making shit hard? Why trying to tell us that, like, we the strongest and, like, we the place to be, and, like, how the fuck we think that we can go anywhere or just be here, and makes it so much harder for people across the world, just because we can, just because, like, it's something that we want. Like, it should feel good to us. Like, what about that sacrifice? That black body across the water don't mean nothing to you, or for everybody. We telling y'all it's a problem. And we telling y'all how to fix the problem. She telling y'all it's the problem. She telling us it's a problem. Cause she can see it all. Like, it's a problem that I'm here. It's a problem that I can see it. It's a problem that you know it. Like, it's a problem that it's here. Period. It's a problem. I don't really gotta blame nobody. I am gonna use some science, however y'all want it. Like, science is science. What you want to, what message you want to get people to believe. I can make the shit work either way it go. Whatever your agenda is, it's gonna be science. Like, they got science for both sides of it, depending on, like, how you want to jump in. I knew that going into COVID, and I knew that, like, I was gonna go my way. It was the only right way. It was the logical way to me. Everything I had, like, already knew, like, I had already said I wasn't getting no vaccines for my kids ever again. I knew about them that them niggas, like, was the reason I lost my baby. Like, nigga, y'all gave us them vaccines, and y'all did a disclaimer. And our young ass just went through the cattle line. Like, and what about it that, like, in this country, especially as black people, that, like, make anybody want to, our daughters gotta go in there, or our sons, or anybody. Like, why would we still be in a position while we giving our kids to their fucking army, to their system of bodies? For what? Like, anything they offered them could be good enough. Free school, they should be having free school anyway. Like, they travel the world, they should be able to do that anyway for free, not at the expense of their fucking bodies. Like, we just setting up conditions where our kids just gotta go enlist. Like, it's a shiny here, it's a carrot. And then, like, to some people, it just get worse and worse, because then, like, just for a little bit of extra money, you be trying to marry somebody or all that. But that girl was like, nah, I ain't doing none of that. Like, I'll just be broke for all of it. Mm-mm. Like, I'm tired of the system. And we should be. And it feel like it's so easy, but I'm like, is this just in my head? whether I'm high or not. Like, that shit is hard. That shit is hard. For no reason. And I ain't never ever knocked nobody else's hard. Or really cared about if anybody thought whether or not anybody thought my life was hard or not. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's my life. I'm about to say that shit is hard. I mean, it's hard. Like, you don't get to tell me what that means for me or what I have to accept or who say it have to be done a certain way or anything. Like, why the fuck? Would I be expected to clean the kitchen just because I'm a girl because you married me? Like, no. And we can hire a maid, actually. Housekeeper. And they ain't got to come over all the time or whatever. Like, whatever. I do not care about doing none of that shit to keep a man. Why should I? And the fact that, like, some people think that shit is like an issue says a lot to me. Like, I ain't who y'all want anyway. And all of that just because I said I wanted my man to be wealthy and then set some criteria of what that meant to me. And reached out to a couple of people that, like, shot me some playback or something. And even if that meant anything, like, I was supposed to do something else and didn't know. I was supposed to be a boss. Any damn thing. All kind of stuff be going through my head. I be like, what? What do you mean? I be having so many deja vu moments. That shit is crazy. I'm like, what the hell was I dreaming? What was going on with some of these flashes? And like, what the hell happened when I was asleep? And like, some of my dreams coming up, and I don't have no clue what's happening. I don't know what's happening at all. I'm like, something makes something is important though. Like, there's some magical shit happening. Because there is nothing else that can explain that. Just on what level or why or all of that other stuff. That's the question. And the fact that, like, I don't know what term to use to call it outside of their system. So I'm just like, ancestral gifts. Like, I'm going to throw that back to, like, my black doctors and stuff. And I'm like, whatever y'all got attached to that is not acceptable. And my ancestors said, nah, don't associate me with that shit. Like, you need to look at me and, like, really do some diagnosis about some shit. Like, go through some systems and see what your intuition is telling you and what these books is telling you and what you've been watching happen. And oh yeah. Because that is, like, liberating and rude and, like, sexy and dominating and submissive, like, all that shit all at once. And it's just in her little body. Like, then you like, she liked Eartha Kitt. And she like, yep. Now you gotta look at Eartha like, And people just gotta look differently. And she is so sexy and so powerless because she don't know how powerful she is. And so you like, oh, she like so cute, like whatever. And then she like, it's okay, whatever it is. Like, hey, even if I don't get no help, I'm gonna be okay for whatever that is, for whatever moment. Like, that means that like everything that I already was doing, I do anyway. I start over. So like I done seen this movie too, but it's cool because I know where I can get to. I know what level I can get to. I just gotta see like who I want to be to get there. That level of power that I want to have. Like that's what I'm. That's the test I'm apparently undergoing right now. And the type of man that I speak of and some of the things that I say sometimes seem very contradictory. And then in another way, you just gotta be like, no, actually, it's actually brilliant. Actually, very brilliant, even if it's disrespectful to some. She's like, she's a black woman. She tells you exactly who she is. And like, I'm feeling like I've been like really graceful. And I didn't know that it was an option to be something else. So it's like, damn, whatever you think that she gave you back there, if you thought that she was like a bitch to you back then, she telling you that like whoever she is right now, that shit was nice. Like, and she had no idea that like anybody could have been anything other than nice to her. No matter what, like, Kim gave you the nice version of what it was. You was the crackhead mother. Let me raise my kid, my siblings. And we were taken and we stayed in the system. Came back around. Nobody did any shit. Dang. Like there wasn't no welcoming party. It wasn't no nothing. And y'all told me y'all didn't owe me that. And I said, okay. Okay. It wasn't necessary. It would have been cool if no like emotional damage would have been done. But like physically and financially nobody was doing anything anyway. Nobody tried to put in anything that was like everlasting. That was solidified into a future, really. Man, I guess I wasn't either. Cause like I wanna get up and go. And I thought everybody did. I was like, but when we planned a lot of stuff, nobody really did. And then when we did, we had fun. We just had to plan it and figure out like what was the best way to like make sure everybody had fun, like who could deal with who, like because you wanted everybody to get a break. Because you know they sacrificing to make this happen. Everybody's sacrifice is different. Like most of them single moms got kids. Like, okay, who we gonna do? And whatever that is, it is. And you can probably tell a lot about a woman about like what type of vacations her and her friends choose to do. And they like even when they together, they pretty chill. They pretty corny for real. Like they still young at heart. They ain't doing too much wild, no matter what. And then this one right here, she goes off with different friends quite often. It's like she like I don't gotta stick nowhere. Like she be popping up in pictures and stuff, and you be like, man, I was trying to get over here. Well, she was just over there, and she was over there. Like her signature is very unique. She be popping up. You like then she won't post pictures until later. Like wait, she was over there with them there. And then whatever go anywhere, like now she dropping little bombs. And you're like, where did that? It don't even matter. Just follow her. Make sure she all right. Cause she being a little whimsical and witchy and way different. And like, it's like, is she gonna wake up one of them college going wild girls like regret everything? Cause she like, yes, I already did. I'm BS that I'm not whatever I got coming up here. Gotta make it worth it that like I can't regret nothing that I did because why did I have to do it? And if I had to do it, I mean it was about time because I mean I took away too much shit and I can believe it. I can believe it. I can believe that I let way too much shit slide and I hadn't even thought about it. But now that it's here, since somebody wanted me to remember, yeah. So it should be judgment. Like I'm trying to figure out what type of judgment and who exactly need to get judged. And I'm like, this whole country is on trial for like so much shit, like treason, murder, mayhem, destruction, like I'm not even supposed to be here, but I'm here because this is my land. And I knew that y'all, I knew they was coming. I'm like, I tried to tell y'all. Well, I tried to tell y'all, like, hey, so like now I'm gonna be seen as an enemy of the state. Cause I want everybody to do better for everybody, including them. Like you can't tell me that was not my people. Even if the story wrong somewhere, I don't give a shit. That's still my people. And they literally just over the fence, fucking knock down these fences. Like why we got fences? Why we can't just come see each other? And if it is a fence, it's like our design and for our reason, not to keep nobody out or suffering or like what? Who the hell are y'all to say y'all run the ocean? Are you channeling her? Is she talking to you like that? Is she calling to you? Like, is she sharing her secrets like she's sharing? Because she is sharing with me some of her secrets, some of my channels that I got. Like, I was in her heart, I was in her bosom. It was me. How dare anybody just like think they can decide that like I'm not good enough or something. I didn't even think that was a thing. Ever. That's why I'm like, why would that be a thing? I must be looking at it wrong. And who would it come from? Don't make sense. So that wasn't it. Like, mm-mm. Whatever happened, happened. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. It came from somewhere. It sure the hell did. I want me to admit to something. I'm not admitting to shit. Like, I don't know. And whatever y'all want me to believe, I don't have to believe it. But why is your definition so important to you? That you just have to be right about what I'm saying is happening to me in my body and what I want to believe in my mind. Essentially, that's what we all do anyway. That's what we was doing before now. When I was like believing that everybody actually cared about me. Anyway, that I spent 95% of my time on phone. The best scenario was just that everybody was too damn tired. And even in that, I ain't making like nothing against me. Like, nothing nobody did was any reflection of who I was or not to me. Not really. I was like really special without knowing that I was special and knowing that I was special at the same time. But that shit hit me when it got said so different. It was compared to a child and just like, and we just tell them how special they are. But like, how do you even tell them? Like, I thought about all of that. Like, how do you let your gifted child know that they're gifted? How gifted are they? And because they're so gifted, like, what is the world going to try to tell them about themselves? Because, like, they can't see the world their way. Like Kanye, the world can't see the world. The world can't see the world the way you do, baby. It just can't. The way that you see music, you don't understand that if you see music that way, you have to see colors that way. You have to see notes. You have to hear differently. You have to like. It's such so intricate to be an artist. In many ways, like so many things are just natural to them. And they don't understand. And depending on their environment, it's cultivated so differently. So differently. Kanye had to go the other way because Nikki reminded him of his mom. That fight, that spirit, that 70s, that Nikki soul was all over there. I vaguely remember Donda. Vaguely, and I don't even know how or why. But I feel like I know we had a conversation or two. It's like more of those must have been in my ancestral memories. Like how it's like all my timelines running together, or like not even knowing which timeline I've been living on or when, or even that it could have been different, or like I done created some type of reality that only I'm truly existing in, or how to get out of it. And I'm like, what is happening and why am I just like dancing to these beats so finally in my head these days? And I'm getting so many messages and I'm so overwhelmed. And supposedly like so tapped into the entertainment industry right now. Like, and I'm like, why? What is going on? Why is this important to my life? And like, who playing games and for what reason? It's like so many stories just running through me, and I'm like, hey, I don't even care for real. Like, why are y'all here and I'm over here? Like, why are y'all showing up? Or what is going on? Like, what? Why are we doing this? I want something different. Like, I want something more. What are y'all doing? Why is like my head being played with? And I don't know what's going on. And I'm like upset about it for real. Cause I'm like, who asked my permission? Who's supposed to be trying to get on my radar that they like coming through so damn like, I don't even want to say powerful. I don't even want to give it that. Like, why are you being so chaotic? Like, what the hell is making an entrance? And it's like, you are. What do you mean? You keep saying it. You are Lyric and Zeppelin and Darienne. Like, you done called on the power of the dead. They'll get you a man. You said you wanted pop, so we wouldn't have got you pop. And then you kept going. And you hate up the whole crew. And they like talking shit about you. And you like, oh well. Like, did y'all exist or not? How magical are you that you like exist in so many realms right now? And whatever anybody say, like, you got a line to the ancestors, and like you running across so much music right now effortlessly. Just by walking and talking. One woman sketch. Women have the power to do all things through herself. I can do all things through Christ. Me. That strengthens me. So I guess I done hit up a whole lot of sins, a whole lot of curses, a whole lot of questions, challenged a whole lot of gods and systems and organizations, and even got assaulted for it in some way or another. In some ways, like, well, I know I just approve that this shit does exist. You're like somebody was out to get my ass a couple times, and like, I don't even know who. And I guess it really don't matter. But I would like to get up out of here. Because whatever anybody think, I think I did a very good job at being a great person. And I definitely walk with the ancestors easily. No questions. It's as easy as breathing to me. I feel like I had a conversation with Easy E the other day. I don't know why, but I saw a picture of his grandbaby and him side by side. And I'm like, damn, the people that we have lost in hip hop alone. And Easy, of course I touch Easy. Easy was all over Bone. Bone was all over Easy. Like, however, then you got to take that back to Compton and the boys. And, like, yeah, I was going to touch on Easy. I think I was rocking out to Easy and Big L. Like, I think the way that I was listening to their music, it was cross sectioning. The love affair between the West and the East Coast is different though anyway. Like, they be like always throwing shit at each other. Always. It's always like, man, why y'all beefing right now? Like, y'all was just over there having fun together. We was rocking out to y'all music, and now all of a sudden, like, y'all throwing shots, and you got to go back over here, and you over here. It's like beating them all over again. Like, and this time they had the South involved and shit. Like, man, 50 came out creating chaos. Curtis fucking Jackson, man. In one of my worlds, he is like the one for me. Him and Drake. I'm like, can we talk? Like, both of y'all. 50 came into the game creating fucking chaos for no reason. Not that I understood, like, no, I don't think nobody understood his beef with Ja when he came out just like throwing grenades at Ja. And I'm like, what are you doing, 50? Like, wait a minute. So, like, I was listening to you over here, and they said that was whack, but I actually like this. And then I'm running over here, and Tiff throwing me shit from his underground. Like, nah, that's that shit. Like, let me listen to New York. And I'm like, oh, that 50 got a different style, so I'm rocking out. And then she was like, no, this is how it started. So I think either she hit me up with like how to rob, or like I heard it on the radio because I was going back and forth to New York too for whatever reason. Like, I know I was in and out of New York for a while, and I can't even remember like why, who I was going to see, because Star wasn't always there. Like, no, I was just going to New York, and I can't remember that shit. That's crazy. And then like, but yeah, so like I came across like how to rob, because I used to get like my mixed CD, my mixtapes and shit while I was doing CDs. I had like five this CD changer in the trunk. Like, yeah, Ryan made sure my shit was right. Whatever, like, he took care of me. So then going down to New York, I used to get like mistapes and shit like that and whatever. Like, I ain't really care about much of the stuff. Like, if I was gonna spend my money, it was gonna be the food and the music. Like, that was it. Like, I just wanted to I wanted to break about the Cleveland. I would just drive to New York. Uh, 50 ass made it sing. And when How the Rock came through, I was like, oh yeah, I listened to the lyrics so many times. I was like, oh, that shit was smart as hell. Like, lyrically, and he already had the beats and he had Eminem. They was out like, but it was like, even just lyrically, I'm like, hey, he just did all his marketing right there. He hit up everybody because no matter what, even if it got past you, like, them A&Rs where everybody got their beats down, listen for their person, you put all your rivals on the top, all together on the song. They did some told them you was coming for their number one spot. And like the streets did what the streets did. They did the rest of the work for them. He a fucking mastermind at marketing. A fucking master marketer, period. No matter what he doing, he always been the same. He just like more grown and sexy now. But like Curtis is Curtis. He's so powerful to me. And I'm just like, and he know it. And he know it. And I'm like, I don't know if he be talking about like having a powerful man. And if you can have like two, like, oh, ain't nothing like it. Oh, the fun y'all gonna have. So I don't let nobody question like wealthy, what I think wealthy is. I don't know. You go figure out what your wealthy is. Mine's over here. Like, don't even come over here asking me. Why you trying to look at my paper so you can? I shouldn't have said nothing. That it was even a different type of something out there for nobody. Like looking over at my plate, like what she got. Is that why I'm over here? Want to keep telling me? And I'm like, no, the men that I'm gonna have is gonna be way more disciplined than that. They're gonna be like, all right, Shorty up there, that's what she did. I could do it too. Like, and I'm gonna get so good, I'm gonna make her wait for it. Make her be nice and flustered and tired by the time I get over here for all that shit she done talked about me on the way that I had to duck and dodge. Who she think I am? What she think I'm doing? Girl, please. I'm the best of both worlds, of all worlds. Like, you ain't playing with me. And you stubborn. Ain't nobody ever took me for a ride like this. Like, and I'm like, you don't hear my music. You don't hear me talk to you. Like, yeah. And so, where you at? Like, that don't mean nothing to me if it don't have to mean nothing to me. Do you want it to mean something? It can. I hear you. Like, you definitely got my heartbeat. You got it. But where you at? And like, the more you at, the more I'm gonna be like, all right, it's gonna be manifesting something else. Like, I'm tired of waiting. I said that already bunch of times. And I'm like, well, why is you still, what is happening? And like, I don't care about this storyline, whatever magic is happening in my head. I'm like, I want you here. Why are you not here right now? Because all this shit that I've been going through, like the man that's supposed to be on my side, like, how many times did they get him? Then I had to go through so much shit alone by myself. Like, damn. Damn, man, y'all just could never catch me, huh? And it probably was my fault back there somehow. Like, it probably was. Oh, well, I guess, you know. So what? It wasn't it my fault? Like, okay, that means that it was something else that I missed that I didn't think to ask for, because I know I asked for some very specific things no matter what. If anybody thought that, like, oh, that's what she was asking for back then, like, I knew based on my environment and what I was seeing or not, knew exactly what I was saying and what I was asking for and what I dodged because of it. And it's a whole lot of stuff that I don't know and I don't care. And like, I just took all of my time and effort and put it into me, and whatever choice I made, I said, okay, that's what we presented with today, and like we gonna do this today, and then we gonna do something different tomorrow or whatever. Like, this is what I've been gifted into, born into, and I don't want it. I don't want it at all. And I've been using all my time and resources to try to like figure out exactly what I did want. And sometimes it was way harder than it should have been. Like, I don't want none of this. None of this shit is like worth anything. Like, and I don't think y'all should want it either. Not just me. Like, if they say this bitch is going under, then let it go under. Like, cause what are we fighting for? Is the land even worth it anymore? Is it polluted? Like, have we cared enough about anybody other than ourselves? Have we? As a whole, as a collective. Like, I'm here too. I know I got some privileges, whatever that may mean. And I'm still standing by a lot of my own stuff too. Like, I'm American too, whatever that may mean, whatever anybody may think of me or not. And I'm a black American. And I'm a black American. And I'm a black woman. So whatever you gotta say about me, like, that's fine. Cause say all of that shit. Say exactly what the hell I done been through. Who been responsible for it, essentially on any end. Like, if y'all gonna tell anything, look at me any kind of way. As a black American, let's play the whole system. Let's play it all out there. Cause I ain't just know one thing. How dare you come into my neighborhood and say that, like, your wife's supposed to be treated like one way while you telling me in my face, essentially, when you tell your son that, like, he not allowed to love us, he could just fuck us, like, we good enough for a fuck, but that's it. He cherishes his own women, and like, nigga, what? And you think that, like, any type of money is worth you being around here? Like, what type of shit is that? What make yours more valuable? Who the fuck, like, who decided that that was acceptable? And why did I have to call them out on it? However, the story could be told in any other way. That young Muslim boy thought that, like, I was good enough to introduce to his family, I guess. Then told me, like, I wasn't good enough to be protected like his family. And what would that mean if I decided to pursue a relationship with him for me? And I decided not to do it. I decided that if you felt like this was valuable to your family and it was something that you were proud of, that you mentioned it, and I took it and understood your faith and was like, okay, all right, understood it all the way. And then when it got to me, it was like there was a disconnect to me. Because to me, it was like you didn't follow your custom, the rules of your custom. When it came to me, you did not treat me the same as you would have wanted anybody to treat your family, the way that it keeps coming across to me. Or maybe you thought at some point it was exactly why you wanted somebody to kill me back then. Because I didn't know when to let it go. I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, something is such a big deal to you. You're on my radar, and I have no idea, like, why I'm even having these conversations or not. Because I haven't talked to anybody or thought about anybody or thought anybody was that special in any capacity in my life to be causing me any kind of harm. Like, not only for speaking my life, but I really don't even say much about anything about the Islamic community at all, for real. I don't have a reason to. I don't really say much about much anything. I mean, I make my stance known on religion or whatever at any point in time, like anybody else can. But overall, like, I don't care about nobody else's beliefs in God, and I don't really go about shouting about mine. Yeah, I like what I like, and it is all this is different, and okay, like, I don't know why it's important for somebody or not. It just feels like really different. Like, did somebody not send a memo somewhere? Like, did somebody forget to tap me in on something that was happening? Like, nobody told me that something was about to happen to me. That it was like a really big year for me, astrologically, or just like period from coming from my sabbatical. Like, didn't really know what was something was supposed to happen or like whatever. And they like, well, that's why you're supposed to go through checks and balances, because then you would know that, like, touching on so many holy lands was kind of like, wasn't forbidden. It's not forbidden, but it might be thrown down upon. Like, you're mixing so much energy, like, so blindly. But also at the same time, you're like, but is that necessarily a good thing or a bad thing? Because that means that, like, my ancestors are essentially leading me to where they want me to go. And if it's not your country, then why is that a problem? Is it because it's money? Like, what's the. Because I haven't read anything that said I have to go through yours. Yours is just popular. And that's okay. Like, it's okay if you're popular and other people popular. Like, everything doesn't have to flow through you. And they're like, but we're trying to get a one currency system. It has to start somewhere. And she like, well, start over here. Yeah, I ain't going to Ghana. Like, why is it important for me to go to Ghana? You go to Ghana. Go. Go to Ghana. Like, Ghana's hot right now. I really don't want to go right now. Why is so many other energies coming? Like, it should be a journey wherever I'm being led. I should be able to hit it up. And if my people say it's too crowded for me, then it's too crowded for me. Like, maybe I'm not supposed to get in touch with somebody's people over there right now. Like, it might set off some stuff that ain't supposed to happen. Like, it's okay if they know about sacredness, then they know about sacredness. Like, it'd be time whenever it's time. I don't have to do it on nobody's time, especially when, like, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing or like anything is a thing. Like, I just go where I'm literally guided to go. Like, some of the places I ended up in like a miracle for real. Like, we were supposed to be going to Spain, and it was like, okay, and then stuff was just not feeling right. And then we got like sidetracked, like coming out of Senegal, like that whole, all that was weird. So I was like, hey, I called the lady, and she was like, yeah, you're right, I'll just give you your money back. And I'm like, all right, let me look at these flights, and like it was Morocco, and it was like crazy because I'm like I had wanted to go to Morocco from the beginning, like the culture was calling to me, and I was like, all right, well, and I asked Bird, I'm like, what you wanna where you wanna go, and she was like Morocco, so I, you know, grabbed the flights quick. I found the flights real quick, easy. I think for like two something or something. Hurry up and snatch those up because I had been like looking for flights all night and it was just like just a little too much. So when those flights came around, I was like, sweet, psh, got them. And then it was like, all right, we're going to Morocco, and then trying to figure out the Airbnb and the hotel and like the money and all of that. But then I'm like, all right, I just need like two nights over here. Just let me sit down for 2 nights and I can figure out like what our next move gonna be. If I have 2 nights, I'm gonna have our spot for the punt. Like, that was what it was. Morocco was an adventure. I never asked Bird like how it felt to her for all of that. Like, Morocco was an adventure, man. I lived like a loco in Morocco. Hey man, Morocco was such a. I want to go back so bad. It was so cool. I was like, I want to go visit all of the provinces, like everywhere. My girl is like, hey, whenever you ready to come back, I'm more than welcome to host you. Like, just come on. I'm like, okay. And she's like, no, just come, Nikki. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about, just get here. Because you do not belong there. They do not deserve you. Like, Asma, I can't. So I don't have any money. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen, okay? I know. I hear you. You couldn't have kidnapped me. My girl in Morocco is channeling me right now. Letting me know she's worried about me. And she knows why I want to get out of America so bad. And she feel bad for so many people. She feel bad for me the most because she met me personally. And she knows who I am as a person. And what kind of impact I had on her life. And what I taught her. And what I said or didn't say. And she know. Nobody can take that. And if they see anything other than her beauty, they're the problem. Yep, they're the problem. Because she embodies all of the characteristics of all the badass Supergirl heroes. And you're reminded that magic is not dead for real. That like how did you end up there and me end up here? And she's so brilliant and kind. She was like, yeah, girl power. Oh my, I love us all. Like I'm cheering for all of us. Like don't nobody get to take that from us. No matter what we go through. We started this shit. We've been holding it up. Even if you think you're holding it down. I threw judgment so hard and still gave grace the best way that I knew how. Like maybe somewhere in some world of yours. And that was what needed to be done. Because this is what happened anyway. I'm like, wait, what? Why would you say that? Why couldn't it have been better? Nobody gave me what was a better option. What was? Do you know? Could you tell me so I can make different comparisons? Because all I know is that whatever hard I thought my life was, it just was. I didn't even realize it was hard for real. I mean, I guess I wrote a book about it, and sometimes I cried or like, it's what I had, it's what I know, it's what I was given. Like, and I was just hoping that, like, please let all that shit pay out for something, because I don't went through a lot of shit for no reason. A lot of stuff. Like, what the fuck could I have done that was so messed up that got me here and no further than here? And even if I said, all right, I can be left alone, like, why it gotta be so hard for me to be left alone? Like, why I can't have more money to just go get out of here? Like, why I gotta fight for my case for the military? Like, nigga, y'all know what y'all do to us. Why I even gotta prove it? Even though I just proved it, that you said it. Like, why do y'all make taking care of us so hard to do when y'all send all our fucking money and resources across the fucking world? Like, we right here. Why would, and wherever the hell we decide we want to leave, it be taken care of, and we can get in a check so that we can live comfortably. Like, why is that such a hard thing to do? When you keep it, like, it's already a system in place for it to happen. How do I got a student loan balance? I ain't paying it, but still, like, why is it even a thing? Or hospital bills, and why I gotta go to like the county hospital or whatever. Like, why is it so hard to get health care and shit in America? Like, really good health care that I trust. I don't trust none of this shit though. And like, all the information be wrong. Niggas be lying. Like, why you hate us that much that you want to poison everything? What the fuck? Like, why did you even come here then on our land? You could get the fuck out. Like, you could have not came. Now you gonna come here and like try to hate us so much to like do everything to destroy us and keep us like, what? No, absolutely not. And even me just feeling like, hey man, they can have this. Like, it gets better. We can just like let them bring all that in
while we filter out and like boom, cause yeah, yeah, you do you, we do we do we like, can we bounce? Cause this shit is day karma. I ain't about to filter that shit through me no more. Like I'm giving enough grace. Get me out of here. Let's go. The, this bitch is about to sink or something. Like, whatever y'all see is happening to me, y'all gotta see some of the people I'm following right now. Y'all gotta see other shit that's happening, that's going on. And understand that, like, I feel like I'm just one piece of the puzzle, but like I'm somehow a huge piece, and I don't even know how. And I only can do what I can do, which is this. And hey, I'm ready for this shit to be over. How can I make it to be over? Like, well, y'all ain't got like, y'all want me to drop some more information or something? Like, which files I'm supposed to drop next? And can we hurry up? Like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't even know why I be started, or like, and I'm like, come on, supposed to be getting taught a lesson. Who the fuck be trying to teach me a lesson? Like, why would anybody think I need to be taught a lesson? That just feels weird. And I don't know. I got so much going through my head, and my biggest thing is like, hey, I really want to be free with me and my man, and like some babies, and like our people linking up when we link up, and like we go off on our own, and like we making money however we making our money. Explore the world, explore each other while we exploring the world, and like kicking shit back for other people to come to, without us really trying to take on the fucking responsibility of the whole wide world. Like, we don't have to. We did enough. We sacrificed enough. A check could be sufficient. Like, wherever it's supposed to land, make sure it lands. Like, I don't gotta give nobody no shouts about my life. Like, tell them nothing about nobody. Nobody. Like, why would I have to explain myself or my anything? Like, why y'all think y'all can make me feel bad about myself? Like, I look in the mirror all the time. Hello. Thank you. Like, you see what I got going on? No matter what nobody think. Like, okay. I be feeling so much stuff over here. Me, so many different perspectives, and I would know none of them be meaning, and yet I'm like, I feel all of them. Like, yep, yeah, that makes sense to me. That make perfect sense. Like, I'm trying to get y'all $1 million worth of game. I'm telling y'all, if y'all listen to this CD and follow the trail, like, y'all can, it's an investment. And I was like, that man just told y'all to invest in his album, and he probably about to make y'all some millionaires. Like, and then he told y'all to get some art. He was even telling you which artists. Like, man, I love a rapper that shares knowledge as he come into some, man, the way the game be kicking the game across the board. And I guess when you think about who is tuned into what, I never really thought about like what nobody else tuned into, or like anybody's influence, or my influence on anybody's playlist, or like any of that, or like how important it was, or how people like try to read you because of like what you listen to. And I don't know, I guess I didn't know I was being calculated or judged or anything about a lot of stuff, and it was like it didn't matter. What it was, hip hop, like hip hop entertainment, black black culture, and black culture and all my complexities going across timelines too, cause like my diet and stuff be changing quick. I be trying new trends and I be coming out different for real, like every time. And some stuff I just done stuck with. Like, no, I ain't going back to that no matter what it is. No matter what was attached to it. If it mean that, okay, like, I'm gonna figure out how to get some shit done my way. I don't got to attach shit. That. I'm gonna tell y'all, maybe y'all might want to check some stuff out, but like, I don't got to go back and fix nothing or do nothing or apologize or help nobody or I did enough. Whatever I come into next, like, hey, I wanted to just be us. We deserve it, and like never thinking that anybody would not want that to happen. Cause why not? Like jealousy. What does that even mean? Be happy with what you got. I don't know what jealousy mean. I mean, I used to, but not like that's not for real. I don't know. Like you got a life, you got options. You can figure it out. Choose to see it with how you need to see it for your life. Because clearly somebody want me to see some people differently than how I see them, and I'm like, nah. I'm gonna see it my way based on my experiences and based off whatever their reputation is in my head. And technically, I ain't telling nobody what to think about nobody. They won't. I just say what I gotta say, and then I keep it moving. And I do whatever I'm gonna do. And I say whatever I'm gonna say. And for the most part, like, I don't have to like nobody I don't wanna like. I ain't over there. I don't know what's happening for real. And based on the temperature, like, it might not really be nothing that I feel like I need to know about. Like, I don't care. What y'all gonna do about it? Your problem over there so far. You ain't made it over here. And when he make it over here, I'm expect the people over here to be doing something about theirs and hopefully at some time band together or get rid of all the shit from like from the bottom up. And like let's have a real agenda and not your own agenda just because it's like something you don't agree with. Like check your biases at the door. Some stuff ain't none of your business and it does not matter. And whoever you think you are in that regard, like you ain't, you don't get to be the next oppressor. Mm-hmm. It's like it's just like what's easy? Like what comes easy to you? Do that. Cause if you doing what comes easy to you, then like most of the time you look up, you haven't hurt anybody. You haven't everything it kind of works out. And like you've been trained to do everything that's harder. Now you kind of gotta reverse engineer yourself back to like what would have been easy for me to be and what would I have be what have I been able to do or accomplish if I'm given like so much more to play with, like who I can be. And I'm like, well, I guess depending on where you are and where I'm at. where I'm at, I'm seeing some things come to fruition that I essentially had business plans for back 20 years ago and longer. So I've probably been spouting magic out my mouth all my life, and I would have just had like even some people around me that was aware of the many ways they could have set up a trust fund for me or anything. I would have made myself wealthy by now. I could have had a little podcast and everything and just letting me talk. I would have had certain opportunities and things like that. Like, yeah. And she said the stories I'm be able to tell my kids. Like, what if she was getting paid for all her stories? Be like, yeah, those was ours anyway. Just like she said, man, this our shit. How you gonna be diluting it? Like, it's when we just do it much better. Like, do you know the damn budget that they said he had and what it grossed and all of that was just like, what? Like, are you not listening to like who we are? Ah, I love us for real. Whatever it is, like I understand how we got here. I do not want to be here. I'll be expecting some justice and trying to figure out the balance of everything. Because at the end of the day, there's some stuff that I just am not going back to. It's like somebody else can clean some stuff up, and that's just what it is. They can take over down there. From up here, like I want it to be some sunny skies for a long time. I should have a period of rest. What they said that was the 5,000 year of rest. I need that, which is me and my family. That's what we set up for. Like whatever we do, whatever life we decide to live, whatever existence we decide to live in our realm over here, like don't come messing with us, talk to us, asking us questions about how we exist in, cause like, yeah, your rules don't apply to us. Don't come over here. Don't just leave us alone. Like we the black elite. We ain't playing with you or nobody else. Y'all don't get to tell us who we can be friends with or what we can do or like put restrictions on us or do any of that shit y'all was doing before us. That no, I seen my parents struggle and I seen how they struggle looks totally different than they struggle over here. And then even my people, like, no, the struggles is different. Yeah, sometimes you gotta pay. Like, somebody gotta pay. They gotta pay, Darian. They gotta pay. And I know that you know, and I'm like, whatever you looking at, do not leave. And you like, I'm here, but like, where are you? Why am I up here? Like, at this point, for all of y'all, I'm up here by myself. What y'all talking about? Any of y'all? Like, come get me, somebody. I feel like my ass is supposed to be crazy, or that I ain't supposed to be saying some stuff, or it's okay. Like, hey, I tapped out a long time ago. Why am I like not being held by some of y'all? And y'all, I'm like, y'all gotta know who y'all is, because y'all all in my head. Easy. And the fact that like y'all placed yourselves there, I didn't go looking for y'all. Let me know that like this is what I think it is, but I don't even know what that means. whatever I be going through is trippy. And I'm just like, I wish I was on somebody's island. Oh, like, why am I here? Whatever I done been through, my soul, my whole body, my spirit, like, get me out of here. Just get me back to the ocean and the waves and the stillness. Everything is just so loud and chaotic since I've been back. It's just been chaotic and violent. And oh, I just like, can we get out of here? And I really had wanted a man and a family. And okay, if that wasn't supposed to happen, like, can I just have a really nice amount of money? Get out of here. And I can try to be creative and put some businesses together with people that I met along the way that was gonna like actually help the world. Like, see, we got answers about some stuff. Like, let me figure this out. And it'd be nice if I had some financial backing. And my traveling may look different. I mean, it could look the same. Like, I can dibble in all worlds. And I'm probably the one that like, they really want to talk to. Simply because of how wholesome I am. I'm so willing to learn. Even when I think I'm not. So open. Even where I'm firm. It's like I still leave a back door for them to know, like, yes, I mean that. I really do. And also, it's not you as a person. It's that I don't like. So let me hug you in case it was a little harsh for you. But know that I mean it. Like, I need you to know that I mean what I said. And also, sometimes it be yuck. Like, sometimes there may have been something I didn't understand that created space for me before, but like that space is no longer here. And even though I know that, like, just the fact that I feel like I should apologize or care about your feelings, it says a lot about like my heart and my forgiveness. Just how many things actually possibly took place that like she possibly is just because she was just like didn't know to say was important or would have gotten any attention or anything. Then when she was brave enough to do it, she got shut down very violently. Very violently. Like, you weren't there. Why would you talk to me like that when I came to you? What was it in your world that like caused you to talk to the girl that came out and said she was possibly trying to protect another girl just in case y'all were gonna send somebody else down there? You spoke to her like that. Like, what? Who are you people? Like, what kind of cover up was it? Like, who is this girl? There's so many things happen to her in these places under these supervision, and like, you ain't hear no big newspaper articles or anything. And then it's like, there are more kids like this. Like, from our neighborhoods from our classes. Like, okay, she said Cleveland, Toledo, Youngstown, like Florida, Kentucky. Like, these are the places where we that I visited very young. And I don't know why. Like, they took us from over here. They wiped some stuff out. Like, they brought us back in. Like, it was like a hot potato for a minute before it was like, okay, you take over. The last time, like, and even that exchange, communication, the conversation through frequencies, like, it's so weird. I remember that day. That day was violent for no reason. Just one thing after another. No matter what. Eating up stuff that just didn't really belong to me. Even when it did, and sometimes it felt like it was way too violent. Like, I, I just heard more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. Oh, okay. Like, dare you tell me how much I can take? Like, what is you taking? The fuck? Why I need to take any more? Like, why would that be anything that I praise you for giving me a bunch of bullshit to handle and clear through? Like, absolutely not. You do not get my affection or my time or my attention or anything ever again. Now that I actually had the time to think of some stuff, right? Reasons of why I said no back then, in case anybody thought they was gonna have me like submitting to that shit. Like, absolutely not. What made you honorable? What made you like respectable enough to pick anything for me or say anything or do anything or be honored for anything or for me to pass down your lineage or anything? Like, delete, 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 delete. That shit don't do nothing for me. It did nothing for me. If this is as far as it got me anyway, like, mm-mm. I could have done without it. Mm-mm. Circumstances had to be different then. To make it just was like this shit was done on purpose. Y'all couldn't have known wanted us to be okay because it's like we knew exactly how to make it okay for us. So everything that we went through, like that shit was done on purpose because you knew what to do. You just gave it to them because they fit your criteria. But like you came in my shit, we were the criteria, and clearly you thought so too. You took us over here. Stuff I had to go through for so young. people be like, you really just asking for the basics, like of what should be the basics. Freedom to be and do whatever the hell you want to do, who you want to be. And the man get to decide too. And hopefully, like what y'all see, whatever it is, could be in harmony, especially if they really feel free. It's like if they really feel free, is any of that shit really matter if they think that they can accomplish what you think you can accomplish? Cause you really think you can accomplish something, and you like, I'm down here and I'm looking up there, and like I ain't even reaching out and asking nobody for nothing. And I'm saying like I'm seeing a lot of shit, and y'all might just wanna check in, just tap in. But if y'all don't, it's cool too. Like either way, I'm cool. Whatever gonna happen, that shit gonna happen. Something gonna happen either way. Like where you gonna start some karma at? Cause it ain't gonna come how you think. I'm telling you that right now. Whatever y'all thought when y'all started seeing me, y'all start realizing like, oh, okay, something going down. It's a check system. Let's see what the hell is going on. Who's calling people's aunties and uncles and mm, who done pissed Shorty off? It's like, damn, damn. Do you even want to touch that? And tell me what she done said. Like, however you place it. And she like, okay. I guess it's bad. Ain't that bad? Like, I don't know what y'all see, but I got somebody on my team now. Thank you, whoever you are. You passed through that, so I might need you down here, even if it's somewhere back then. Like, we good. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, she is like calling some shit in effortlessly on her own. Like, whatever is coming, we gonna boss up. What do I need? Who do I need? Who coming in? Cause I ain't doing nothing extra. Like, mm-mm. I might put some salt around the house. Say, but I ain't. I'm really just talking and yeah, okay. I knew I was magical. Whatever it's not gonna look like outside of here, it's gonna look. But I'm gonna be whoever I am going to be, and that needs to be okay. It's like Peter Pan and all them. They ain't have to be out in the dark. Like everybody magical. We get to exist simply because we, hey, and y'all can watch. It ain't got to be no beef though. Like, why would it be beef? Because we magical. It's appreciation. I'm magical. You just be magical over there. I gotta pee.